This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Utah Utes, taking on the third-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it out, it's Alexander. Tackled at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And that's a solid return after the interception.
The sloppy conditions with this rain. A lot of times I feel like if you got a quarterback that can handle the ball, it can help you out. But here you can see the ball just gets away from him, goes up into the air, the defense sees it, comes up with an early interception.
He'll hand it off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Trying to find room. It's Young. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs it.
Touchdown, Alabama. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if we give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. Look at him run through those tacklers. And the returner will be brought down. Utah offense takes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. First down here for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
He's got a man down the middle, and they'll get him down that time.
That's a good call against man coverage, but the execution made the play there.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Grab down the middle. It's Daniel. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And now a carry here for the fullback. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play. They were not surprised at all that the fullback got the ball. He had nowhere to go. They stuffed that play from the beginning.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. On the move, looking deep, and he's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage. Looked like a big play, if not a touchdown. And the receiver just dropped the ball.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. It sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game.
It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
And the punter is hurried, and this punt won't go very far. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Young. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Alexander. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? They finally get him down, but not before a huge return. Almost took it to the house. And the Utah offense takes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The back's got it on the pitch. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking to pass here on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. It's a solid game to pick up the first down and what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it on first down. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Second and goal for the offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So play number 7 on this drive is a third down and goal. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. You got to wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, tie. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see of the game today.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Utah offense takes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Finds room at the 30. And he's brought down, but that strong and stiff arm helped him to a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Sacked on heavy pressure there.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping in. Quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball. And eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and effective.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. And on this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Close to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Ball carrier running through tackles. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Fighting them off. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Okay, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield, selling the pass to open that play up? Man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the back. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And the back now goes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Young. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Here's 1st and goal, a chance to really build this lead before halftime. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
After a long drive, it's a 3rd down. Is it a touchdown or a field goal? This is a 4-point play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. Bringing it out, it's Alexander. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Utes offense takes the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. That's reeled in. It's Mitchell. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. By completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He fires it. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's on the run, launches deep, and he throws his third interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
And he lofts it deep over the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. With the return, it's Alexander. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the football. Trying to extend the play. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The shotgun running play call.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Picks up the first, looking for more. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. And this one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Utah offense takes the field. He'll hand it off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. And the Utes come to the line in a hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's awesome. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. Both out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Alabama. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And the extra point was up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Utah offense takes the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Fights off a defender. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble now. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Caught near the sticks. It's Mitchell. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. The Utes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Launching it. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, and that ball's not intercepted.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Back to throw again. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to his target. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. It looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play and support.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Grab down the middle. It's awesome. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Caught quickly. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. To stretch the lead, the route is on. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Alexander. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Utah offense takes the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the catch downfield. Good enough for the first down to the 37. The Utes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Martin out of bounds at the 43. And first down for the offense. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 45, Utah 7.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's picked off again. The 4th for this QB today. Going the other way. Can they catch him? At the 10. Touchdown. Tied. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Utes offense takes the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for the wide out. Pass is broken up. Turnover on down. What a stop.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go.
It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away, while lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is up to you. And now you'll choose. Here, you'll choose to create a coach of your own, or congratulations, it's time.